We are moving right along here in Isuna 4 Corona, Final Fantasy V. We are going to take on the bosses of the Fork Tower, so Minotaur and Omniscient. And this is a back-to-back boss battle with a split party. Minotaur is a physical bruiser who is all physical, and he will not let you cast magic in his battle. Omniscient is the opposite, who will reset the fight if you try to do anything but cast magic against him. So Minotaur is up first. I want to see how much our Assassin Dagger is going to do. So we are going to see what we can do with our Chemist. All right, 830 is pretty nice, and you can see she does not have her Sing ability, but we do have our Combine ability right there, so I can boost Ferris's levels. Ferris is flashing and shining there because of the Mirage Vest, and the cool thing about the Mirage Vest is that it has a glitch in it that if you change your equipment, then things like Mirage Vest get reset. It also sadly resets your Magic Sword. So if you have Magic Sword on something and you change your equipment out, you have to reapply it. But it kind of resets you to the status as if you were starting the battle. That is a glitch, and it is a legal glitch. We do use it pretty, I would say pretty freely here in this community, and it's nice when you have a boss like this that just does nothing but throw physical attacks at you. So after a few Samson powers, the damage of the Assassin Dagger is pretty strong, as you can see. And so far, I've been lucky that Minotaur has focused his attacks all on Ferris. There we go. We have a little hit to the hit to our Bard, but that's okay. Our Bard can just do a little heal here. She can pick that back up. And a little bit of equipment optimization that I can do for the Bard, and I might as well do it here that I didn't do it to set up. Oh, I did do it to set up. Yep, so she has the Guardian Dagger. That dagger has a chance to block incoming physical attacks. You can also stack that with the Elf Cape, but once I pick up the haste shoes, the running shoes, the Hermes sandals, once I pick those up, I get rid of all of my accessories. I use no other accessory for the rest of the game, including the Elf Cape, which can have pretty limited uses. Because in this fight, you could apply haste. You could apply haste with a Chemist mix and have the Elf Cape on, which would prevent her from taking some attacks. But it's not something that I feel is significant. Right there, he got attack off to get rid of the shell or the image before I could switch that back around. So sad, but that happens. And I'm just going to keep using Samson power on Ferris, and she's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. And bigger and bigger. But I do have to keep my Bard alive. Right now, Ferris is not in any real danger with 300 because she has that image on, and she can reset that. If the ATB starts to line up wacky again, I can do some things, but I don't think that's going to happen before this battle's going to be over. Minotaur is almost always the easier of the bosses. Here is his final attack attempt. He tries to cast Holy and fails because he does not have enough MP. That's a scripted event. He actually does have Holy in his spell list and actually does try to cast it, but he does not have enough MP in his MP pool, so it will always happen that way. Omniscient, you do not have time to go into the menu and mess around. You've got to grab that right away and start this battle with Omniscient. Now, Omniscient is going to be played a little bit differently than you might expect. I am going to give a boost right here. Omniscient will not cast Reset in that case, only if you use a physical attack on Omniscient. But here's the kicker. If you hit Omniscient with Mute status, he can't cast Reset. Do you understand what I'm saying? If he is muted, he can't cast Reset. Now, he is heavy, which means that Mute will not last very long on Omniscient. So when you get Mute to land, you have to, if you want to try any shenanigans, you have to try them quickly, which is why I'm kind of letting my turns line up a little bit here. So I'm going to try to cast Mute with the White Mage, and then I'm going to try to immediately attack with the Chicken Knife. You can see I keep missing it, but he does have pretty good magic evade. But we're going to get there. And when we do land an attack, it's actually going to be, seems like it's going to be pretty effective because I've really piled up the Samson powers. I'm going to let my Red Mage get a little bit more here. All right. Haste has been cast. Okay, so he's muted. And watch what happens. I better get this attack off. He's going to try to attempt reset, but it's going to be ineffective. He is not going to get it off. And let me see if I can get away with 2 of them. Yeah, I can't get away with 2. I wanted to see if I could, because it's been a little while since I've done this fight, and that actually means, sadly, I have to, this battle is reset from the very beginning. So that's why I need to have my turns lined up as much as they are. So again, we're going to attempt to mute, and then we're going to land an attack. So it's going to be a couple thousand MP at a time. I also can, I believe, break rods on this Omniscient. I might just for sure's sake, I might attempt to break a rod here, since it has been a little while since I have done this. I'm experimenting in real time. Oh, he does cast reset on a rod break. So I think it is going to be mute and attack. I think it's going to be what we're looking for. Mute and attack, mute and attack. So it will take some doing. What I can also do is I can on these turns when I'm not doing anything else, I can cast at Omniscient, and once Omniscient is using stronger magic, I can cast Reflect and get us out there. Alternatively, I can use Berserk on Omniscient if we have image status on, which I may jump to as a backup, seeing as though it's going to take me quite a while to do that. So we're going to go to a bit of a backup strat here. We're going to put the image status on everybody, and then we're going to just go ham. And we're just going to keep the image status going. Let's put image status on. There's haste. So I think now that he's got both regen and haste, I think before I cast Berserk, I will cast Dispel to get rid of those. Oh, float. So I don't mind float. Float is okay. I don't mind float. So you can see me adjusting my strats in real time here. Isn't that fun? Oh, not on the... that was a mistake. This is going to get the battle reset, sadly. That was going to get the battle reset. Grr. That Berserk was meant for Omniscient, sadly. And that one Berserk was enough to reset all the work that I had done. It's all right, though. It's all right. We'll get there. I can use that same Berserk on the Red Mage once Omniscient is Berserked. Okay. I need to get Berserk onto Omniscient before... that Red Mage does any shenanigans. Omniscient hits extremely hard, and I mean extremely hard with physical attacks. So it's actually really important. It's really important to make sure that you have something like Image, because if those physical attacks are landing, they are landing hard. They are really landing hard. And I can continue to buff the Red Mage here. So you had seen an attack of 9,000 or something. That was because he had eaten so many Samson powers. Cool. So the White Mage can buff the Red Mage. And this is working much better than trying to land a mute and then an attack. I was unimpressed with how seldom my mute spells were landing. That's okay, though. I do need to reapply her image status, because actually that could be a game over if she goes down. And one attack from Omniscient will definitely take her out. One physical attack from Omniscient will take her out for sure. And that could have been a GG, but as it is, we do get it down, so you got to see the strats evolve in real time against Omniscient, which does happen quite a bit with this game. If you want to see how you can make a donation to help out Isuna for Corona here in the spring of 2020, you could check the link to this description below. Otherwise, we will see you going into the Void and the final boss rush.